everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here. We are back with more Legend of Legaia. Last time we just talked to Lazam here, and he told us that we need to go to Drake Castle. And that was the area I was talking about where you had to go to first. So let's leave the Hunter's Spring, as tempting as it is to just stay there the rest of the game. But I'm going to turn to a certain page in my book real quick, so I just want to tell you about something. Alright, Alright, I think this will tell you what your recommended level for this area is. No, it doesn't. But I'd recommend, somewhere around level 2. If you go over here, you can actually stand in this mist and you'll actually fight enemies from the mist if you just walk around here, which can get you a little bit more levels faster, you know. So you can tell if you're in the mist from the border of the area. If it has that white misty crap in the background right there, that means you're in the mist. If it has nothing back there, that means you're in the normal area. Alright, this is our first enemy that can inflict poison on us. Now the funny thing about this game and poison, most of the time you actually won't get poison for some reason. It's as if it's like really tough to get. I'll say that now and then I'll probably get inflicted with it later. But like mostly what I've noticed, oh, we can do 5 now, sweet. But basically what I've noticed in this game is that in most cases you won't get poison. You get poison attack. There we go. Yeah, evil flies usually go down real easily in this game. That's something good to look forward to. Oh, and if for some reason you didn't buy a weapon in the town, or you didn't buy any armor at all, this area you're coming up to, if you only go in with the hunter's clothes, you will die. I guarantee it, you will die. Because this area is tough. Because most of the enemies in here can do, even with armor, up to like, I think it's like 50-60 damage, and even more sometimes. These guys right here are nothing though, so let's take them out. These guys right here can actually steal your items, I think. Yeah. And if you don't kill them fast enough, they will run away. I love the sound they make when you hit them. It's actually pretty nice. Because that's something you always want to see is your character blocking. Because not only does it put up your AP when you block, it also keeps you from taking damage. And as you saw there, if an enemy attacks you from behind, your right, or like pretty much anywhere except for directly in front of you, you're more likely to take the hit. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics in a way. At the same time, it's also like your guy's blocking depends on like your armor. So like if you're gonna block a attack, say they attack your feet, if your armor's not really that high down at your feet, which right now it may not be, because if you did what I did and bought the dagger and the helmet, then you're only going to have armor on your more armor in your upper area, which means if they do attacks to your chest and head, then you'll block more often. But you want to get this chest right here because there's a door of light. The reason why that's so important is because if you start to die in here, you want to use it to get out fast. Because this area can be really dangerous. Especially this early in the game, it's kind of strange how hard they made this. And you got this cute little picture right here. Anyway, you want to move up here. I recommend walking in most dungeons because it seems if you walk, you don't get attacked as often. But you can come up to these and hit X on some of them, and the Seru will actually come up to you and talk to you. They won't actually say anything like important, but it will come up to you. Alright, so these are skeletons. I recommend using magic or slash kick against them. Or anything basically your toughest attacks. That's how much damage these guys can do to you. It's crazy. You want to kill these as fast as possible. These are actually the first enemy that killed me the first time I played. That's how tough they are. Ah, our magic level increased. Good. For one of the upcoming battles that we have, it's a good idea that you have lots of health. And lots of magic level as well. I only said health because I was dying. Let's see, I don't remember if it actually works that well. Let's see, for example, just to check. Another thing that's really annoying about these skeletons, though, is they're really good at blocking your attacks. That's why you gotta be careful about which attacks you use. Like, for example, Power Punch, for example, chances are they will block it. I've actually had them block my Power Punch attack. I'm sorry, I'm still suffering from the swallowed wrong soda. But root beer is penis! Oh cool, we got another level up. Sweet. Pretty much at this, in this area of the game, you want to actually kind of grind a little bit. Basically just because it's pretty tough. There's a sense of sadness in the eyes of the Seru. Mike, take a good look. This is a human possessed by a Seru. I have looked into this person's mind the same way I spoke to your mind. But the Seru controlling this person's spirit is too strong and I couldn't make out any words. The only way to return these people to normal is to drive away the mist. Now, remember what Lazam said when he said the king made a really harsh, like a really rash decision? This is what he was talking about. Everybody here is now Serus because they're all wearing a Seru. The case says contains sunrise key. Will you open the case? Yes. Sweet, we found the key. You can kind of tell if the key's in there if it's like shining like that. Really, talking to these Serus doesn't really help you out at all. It's just fun to watch them come up to you. So basically what you have to do to progress in this, you have to find the key and then move on to the door that opens it. It's kind of like Zelda in a way. So let's see, let's use Gimard against the skeleton again. Just to get rid of him, because he's so dangerous. And as you saw, if you didn't get Gimard before, you get him here. But, as I said, if you did that, you're going to be kind of behind in levels for it. Now, if you're wondering, magic power does not return on its own. Neither does fighting fighting and killing enemies doesn't bring it back or anything like that. You just have to use a magic leaf, which is what we got before. So if you're lucky enough to get one of those, you can use that to heal up your magic and use another one. Use another Gimard spell if you want. I think it only heals what? Oh, wow, that heals 50. Okay, never mind. I don't want to use it just yet then. I thought it healed like 20%. Like that. Oh, and as you saw, even after I killed it, it didn't even give me the chance to get the spell because I already have it. Basically, you can't get a spell twice. Which, in a way, is kind of a good thing, but at the same time is like, I think that's kind of cool how they did that, instead of just being like, oh, you want the spell again? Here you go. And I was like, no, I don't deserve it twice. Why would I use it if I got it twice? I think we want to go this way. Oh yeah, I think you can find a diary in this room. Alright, now this is a floating enemy. As before, floating enemies cannot be attacked by your low attack. So what you want to use is either something like this, basically what you want to do is, as you can see, he's actually blocking my power punch, which is not a good thing. Basically, enemies will block certain, like I said before, certain attacks that have to do with a certain area of their body. For example, since his shield is near his midsection, chances are he's going to block you if you hit him there. What I want to do is I want to use Spirit, just because. I want to see if there's something I haven't learned yet. Let's see. Yeah, here's one. Oh yeah, if you hit X a whole bunch of times, it'll go to auto, by the way. And as I said before, auto basically can give you a chance to learn an art, but it's less likely that he'll actually use this art. That was Hurricane, by the way.
Yes, sir.
I would read the little description for each one, but there's no point. But imagine trying to learn these on your own. I mean, really, that would be like impossible. On the bookshelf is a book titled Drake Castle's Water. Do you wish to read it? Why not? Water is pleasant and potent. When used to water fields, grains grow tall and thick. Beasts that drink it grow strong. Even without food, one is safe so as long as there's rich water of Drake to drink. Might close the book. I know there's a diary somewhere in this game. I may have already missed it, but if you find it, like, it's so fun. If you read this diary, nothing happens to you. It's not like in, oh, this is really horrible. If you get ambushed in this game, it can spell your death. But, anyway, as I was saying, it's not like you're gonna get killed or anything for reading the diary or get punished for it. But, it's kind of funny because if you talk to this one lady about it and say that you read it, I think she, gives you an item for keeping it or something. Or maybe she just thanks you for not reading it if you don't read it, but I can't remember how exactly it works. Let's see, let's try this one. See, these guys are fast. They're attacking me way before I get a chance to. It's time to use a healing leaf. Yeah, basically, in a fight against a skeleton, if you go below 40 HP, that's when you want to use one. Because they can do up to 30 damage, it looks like, so far with my setup. So, let's try this. Imagine going through this area with only somersault, though. That's how I did it before. When I first started, I never really thought to read the guide. I thought I would try to learn it myself. It's a good idea because really this game makes it really difficult. Basically, if you ask me. Like, if you look at that statue, it says basically the best way to learn your spells is to use the auto command. But I mean, if you want to, you can also use the auto command to see what they're weak against, because he'll actually kind of like use attacks that I'm gonna spirit though, because I gotta get this guy. That was lucky. Let's see. Do I have any 5-1s that I can use? It's kind of funny. The thing I'm looking for my attacks here is a piece of, like, is like more or less a piece of paper, because it's like a page that fell out of the book. Basically, if they stop blocking your attacks, that means they're dead. So that's one thing you can keep in mind as well. Like if you have them block an attack and then you keep attacking and they don't block after that, they're dead. Alright, I have a really bad situation here now. I have no healing items left. Really what you could do at this point, if this is the case, since we have enough money now to go back and buy healing items, we could do that. But I'm going to be a little dangerous and try not to do that. I think it's in this room. Slightly soiled diary. Do you wish to read it? Yes. Harvest Moon Day 2. The Harvest Festival isn't far. I can't wait, but King Drake seems uneasy. Harvest Month Day 4. A messenger from the north said the mist has covered Jeremi. King Drake is pale. Harvest Month Day 5. A strange building has been built in the valley to the northeast. Soldiers sent by King Drake to investigate failed to return. Harvest Month Day 7. A curfew has been declared. The royal scientists are investigating the mist. I hope they find a solution so my dear King Drake can be free of his anguish. Harvest Month Day 10. The mist has appeared in Drake Kingdom. The eastern plain is covered. From the watchtower, the mist seems to be coming from the building in the valley. Harvest Month Day 13. King Drake has forbidden the use of the Seru. The Harvest Festival is cancelled. That's understandable, considering how the mist is affecting the Seru. This is funny. Harvest Month Day 14. I can't believe the king's order, but we are compelled to obey. Obeying is my duty as one who serves King Drake. The rest is blurred and illegible. Mike returned the diary. Basically, that explains why everyone here is a sewer monster. There's a survival knife in the treasure chest. I forgot about that. That's the reason why you wouldn't have to actually, buy one. You could get one here. But as I said, you're gonna be having to get pretty far into this area to get one. So, it's either that, or buy the shoes. And I mean, right now, we could easily go back and get the shoes, and we'll be able to kill these enemies faster. But that's just something that we're going to deal with that. Because when you think about it, the Door of Light, how it works is it gets you out of the dungeon, right? But it doesn't send you back like a recall potion does in this game called Baldur's Gate. I can't decide if I'm gonna let's play it because it's more fun if you play with a second player. But I've already beaten it as well. I mean, that's not the reason why I don't want to play it. I don't know if it's really be that popular of a game to watch. If you want to get an idea of what it is, you can go to Modern Day Akatsuki Man's site, and he has a let's play of it. But the reason why I love this game so much is because, as you can see, these battle mechanics are really neat. I mean, you get to select your own attacks, you get to actually... It's like you have more control over the battle instead of just choosing, attack and see what your character does, you know? Which you can do that, but it's more fun to do it the other way. What's in here? On the bookshelf is a book titled The Geography of Drake Kingdom. Do you wish to read it? Why not? Drake Kingdom lies in a remote part of South Legaia on a peninsula of mountains and valleys. Under the rule of King Drake, there is safety and abundant resources. Visitors to Drake Castle should visit Mount Ricora. Go through Drake Castle and head north to find Mount Ricora. At its summit stands the Genesis tree, which is said to watch over humans since the age of the gods. Okay. Luckily, these books are rather short, unlike Oblivion, where they're like hour long. The case says, contains star key. Do you wish to open the case? Yes, I do. One of these has an item in it, but it's really hard to get it because you have to hit the X button, which is your action button, which makes you run, to get it, but you have to be right on it. I'm stuck in the door. Anyway. We're not taking any chances. We're spirited. Now you may have noticed that you can run from battles. Oh, you also saw that I took less damage. By the way, back to what I was saying. You may have noticed that, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Basically, the reason why that wind hatch attack took less damage is because spells also take less damage if you spear it before then. Really, in this game, this is like the only game of this series. This is a series, by the way, that allows AP regeneration from spearing. I don't want to talk about that right now. Usually I would not do this because it's kind of stupid, attacking another enemy instead of killing them. But might as well lower them both down. See, this guy doesn't really take that much damage though. So that's why it's better to take out the skeleton first. I should be able to survive one more attack. Not from the skeleton. Unless he uses wind punch, then I'm dead. We're gonna take it safe. That way we take less damage. See, if you would have done that a second time, I would have been dead there. Hopefully this finishes him. Alright, so we're going to use the Door of Light after this because we have no choice. We're going to die otherwise. So, basically to use the Door of Light, you just go into your items and hit Door of Light. Now actually, I'm still in danger out here, because since we're still in the mist right now, if we get attacked while in the mist, we're pretty much doomed. Okay, we're good. I highly recommend if you're like, you know, damaged like this, you can try to run from battles, but it doesn't always work. And this thing right here, we're gonna spear it, so we can take it out real quick. We also have a chance to survive. Well, that sucks. But I haven't saved it in a while. This is something that really happens a lot in this game, I will admit. Is you haven't saved in a long time, and you die. But that's okay. I think I saved right before I left the town, didn't I? So, now I showed you what happens when you die. Now it's time to show you how to prevent yourself from dying. Let's see, what do we have in terms of equipment right now? Nothing, so that means I haven't even bought my equipment yet. Let's see, 45, 44, yeah, let's do that instead. I mean, it gives you better defense in a way. And we can always just go outside and grind a little bit of money. Let's go get through this conversation here. Then we'll save it after this. I'll go outside, fight a little bit, and come back. Yeah, if I'm so tempted to say mind your own business, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, also you can just hit fist equipment and it'll put on whatever you have. That's really useful as well. And don't worry, this game doesn't have a death count or anything like that, thankfully. And I wasn't trying to do a deathless run of this anyway. That's almost impossible. Chances are in this game you will die at some point. Oh yeah, I can't do anything here anymore. Actually, let's go over here for a second. What's the matter? Do you want to take a nap before you go? Oh, I'm good. Alright, but just don't push yourself too hard. I still don't believe what happened yesterday. I never knew that Jinstru had such powers. I know not what hidden powers that Seru on your right arm has. All this is too confusing for an old man like me, but I have faith in you. You have brought hope to real men in its darkest hours. As your father, I'm very proud... Oh, so he is your father. I'm sorry. I'm very proud of the brave man you have become. Whatever you decide to do from now on, this will always be your home. You will always be my son. Never forget that. Let's go out and fight, though. I'll go for some distance on this since that's the last one I want to make. For now. I don't know if walking through these trees do anything. Maybe they give you a different background. Maybe. No. Check it out, we found an evil fly that killed us last time.
Yeah! Kuragero!
Oh, check that, we're poisoned. Sweet. Basically all that does is, what you'd expect. It just slowly empties your health. There's another annoying enemy we can find out here. I think it's called a Lipton or something like that. And it'll actually use this evil kiss attack against you, which freezes you in place, which is really annoying. I love standing on this rock right here just for fun. What we're wanting to do is get enough money to also buy the helmet, so that we have a full thing of armor. Actually, I want to relearn these attacks that I learned. So I'm annoyed that I lost them. Ha! You didn't do anything. Let's see, we have Cyclone and PK combo already, so that's good. I was trying to do it from memory. That's what usually happens if you try to do it from memory. Oh, I never learned spin combo either. Huh. Kind of an interesting area right over here. There's nothing really here, but it's just cool to like explore the whole map. Another evil fly. Great. What an annoying fly. Basically, the reason why I'm right here is so I don't have to worry about using any of my healing items. I could also do the same thing over by the Hunter Spring, but then I have to walk back here. So yeah. So you really don't get much money from these guys since there's only one enemy at a time. And you could also joke about the whole fact that enemies dropping money, that's not realistic. It's a video game, though. So let's see, how much money do we have now? We got 178, still not really enough. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here since it's up to 30 minutes. And then the next one, whenever I make it, I will continue with the fighting and buy the item that I want to buy. I might even just do it off screen, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, well, I'm gonna adjust my headset real quick so my ears hurt. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I enjoy playing it, because this is just a really awesome game. I can't wait to continue Let's Playing this. Let's see, anything else I want to mention before I do my complete outro? No? Okay, well, until next time then, I don't know what I'm going to be Let's Playing next, so we'll just have to wait and see. So, when that happens, I will see you then. Goodbye for now.